everybody. Welcome to Old Gray Bricks. We are here for Thursday Night Live. Fazoom should be joining us hopefully soon. He had his computer issue that he texted and said he was working it out. So hopefully he'll drop in any minute now. But we got a lot of the gang here. We got Dana, we got Mayor, we got Jeff VW, and we got Adam. And I think tonight we're probably going to talk about a whole lot of new Lego news from the past week. There's been a whole bunch of new sets dropped. But before we do that, maybe we'll spin around the room. What's going on? Adam, we haven't seen you in a little bit. How you doing?
I am doing good. I've been really busy with lots of different stuff, lots of projects. Tonight, the current project is repairing the long-lost Explorer that went on a too close flight to the sun and fractured in space. So I've got all my random pieces here that I'm trying to put it together. I'm trying to organize my shelves, and this has been like in loose pieces on my shelves for too long. So I went to Atlanta Brick Co. today, just stopped by. I got some more hammerhead sharks for my aquarium. Grabbed a Ant-Man minifig that I'm using for an animation, and yeah, just.
Hey, did you get your big fig?
I did. I actually have something even better than the big fig. It's you guys know Hachiroku 24, the builder?
Yes.
He designed his own custom big fig of Ant-Man. Actually, I can grab it if you give me a second. But I have a friend, Mr. James Nunnally, who also used to work at the Lego store, who built his own version of that using the same design and customized a few different pieces of it. So let me grab it real quick. I'll show you. Right here.
Talk amongst yourselves.
So there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's hotter than the big fig.
Really cool. Yeah.
That's much better.
So I'm working on a stop motion right now with Ant-Man. I want to play with him, shrinking and growing. And so this will be the version that he turns into when he's huge. So looks really cool, fully posable. So it's gonna be fun to animate. I gotta figure out how to animate it though. So that'll be interesting.
That's huge.
That is very cool. Although you should let me know you're on this side of town. You could have swung by the house or said hi or something.
Yeah, it was a really quick trip. I just needed to I had only a couple hours and I had to go get in, get out. I wasn't there for very long. So, but yeah, otherwise I would have said I would have picked you up. But yeah, it was just a quick trip.
How tall is the Ant-Man? The giant one.
It's pretty big.
That's pretty big. Yeah, you can see here. Let me grab a normal minifigure. There's a spaceman.
That's minifigure scale.
It's big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same scale as the Harry Potter Hermione figures?
It's not, because Hachiroku actually, I think he designed this before those figures were ever announced. So this is kind of his version of that. So James took this and he modded a few of the different prints. I think he added some different colors, but it's pretty much the exact same design. So
yeah, it looks good.
Really cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
That is super cool and awesome. Let's move along. Jeff, how are things in Canada?
We call it Workida these days because it's all I seem to be doing. Haven't really done much Lego stuff this week other than sorting, and added a bunch of the I added 5 of the Star Wars Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi sets, the one that comes with that cool droid. I added 5 of those sets to my Bricklink store on the weekend, but that took most of my weekend to part those into the store and stuff. But that's about it. Getting pot lights installed next week, so I don't really have money to buy Lego for the next little while. And pot lights upstairs, by the way, not in this room, because
somebody's downloading something. Turkey's done.
Merritt, was that you?
It might have been. I think this is my secondary laptop that I haven't updated in forever, so it's probably telling me I need to update something. So
Well, anyway, what kind of Lego stuff are you doing? What's happening?
I am building a mall for a cyberpunk city, and these are the colors I pick in thanks to Brick. We call it Brickina.
You mean Cracks Are Us?
Hey. We got a lot of medium nougat, dark orange, and a lot of medium and dark azure. It's going to be very bright and very obnoxious because consumerism needs to continue for humanity. And I needed a part, and I went on Bricklink, and this part was only in Czechoslovakia, and they would charge you $32 to ship it. So I just went and got myself a new Lego set on eBay for $50.
Nice.
2003 Toy of the Year.
Dude, toy years. Well, I needed this. Hold on a second. I needed this part right here. This tall bin, and it's like $2 on Bricklink. And there's only sellers in the Netherlands and Czech Republic. And then somebody in the U.S. had this sealed on eBay for $50. So
Score.
yeah. So now there's already claimed stuff for it. But it's pretty sweet. It comes with its own stationery. Lego made stationery, y'all.
They still do.
Stationery, look. Stationery.
Yeah, my first question was going to be how much of that does Natalie want?
She wants all of it, and pretty much so for the Cyberpunk City, I need, as I said, I need this pink square boxy thing, and then I need some of these wires because they're bright pink. And I told her she could have the rest because it was still cheaper to do that than get it shipped from Czechoslovakia, and hopefully it would show up a month later. So. And then, yeah, I'm still building a purple bathhouse. And that's about it. I've been traveling a lot for work and other things, so I've not built anything.
I'm starting to feel like I'm the only person who is not building something to go in the Cyberpunk City of Chicago.
I am not building something for it either.
Me neither.
You could build some mechs or something.
I don't want to take on any more projects right now. I am at capacity. If I take on any more projects,
They need spaceships. They need mechs. You know, I just build things in modern or Asian style architecture. So,
but you always do. So, I mean, this was not a stretch for you.
that's it.
Really?
That's all I've been up to.
Well, while we were chatting about Mayor's Lego loots this week, Zoom is back. He's on his phone, but
I am.
Hey.
How is my sound okay, or is it terrible, or what?
it's all right.
It's very mobily. Okay. Well, you guys talk. But Windows is trying to fix itself. So anyway,
Windows is also
last
getting
word.
older,
So,
like you.
Paul, do you have any Lego stuff to show off or talk about right now?
No.
No, nothing from Small Paul this week. Sorry about that. But I can
glad
show
you-
what I got this week. I built the McLarens since last week, so I got the F1, McLaren F1, which is very cool,
Nice.
and then the McLaren Solus, which is the build techniques on this are really interesting with the technique, going from 2 wide to 3 wide to, what is it, 9 wide?
yes, it's 9 wide.
Interesting build techniques and stuff. I thought it was really weird how they put that sword piece in there just to get this little fin on the back of it.
That's cool.
There's like a Bionicle Technic Ninjago sword, something or other in here that's
Just
like
to get a little fin.
that it's only there to create that little fin texture right here.
Yeah, it's a total like, hey, look, we can do this, and just it's doing the proof text in geometry extra just to show you know how. That's what it is. So
It is kind of extra. And I got my Sanctum. So
Yeah.
one of our people
Is
in our blog,
Is it not Leppin?
as far as I can tell, it is authentic. One of the people in our lug posted a link in our Discord, and I asked them 20 questions about it, trying to make sure it was legit. And so I ordered one. It was 160 shipped, which is a heck of a bargain on this. The box is a little smushy around the edges, like there's a few little sort of dents and stuff, but it seems to be the real deal as far as I can tell.
Well, Mark, I mean, realistically, you're a little smushy and some dents around the edges too. So I mean,
it's true. It's true. But when you get to be our age, that'll happen. So.
Exactly.
But yeah, you can see the side of the box is a little,
little bulging in places that it shouldn't be.
So yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. If I can find a Daily Bugle that's marked down significantly, then I'll have the 2 big Marvel sets, and that'd be awesome.
Just steal Jake's.
I'm not going to steal Jake's. What's wrong with you?
Savage out here.
Kids these days.
Is he trying to 5-finger discount my son? Is that what's going on?
Yep.
I don't know what's wrong with that boy.
I understand. Aubrey in the chat, she has an invite. Hopefully she'll be here in just a bit. So
yeah, drop in with us. That'd be cool.
Yep, because I got 15 more minutes and then I gotta ghost you guys.
Okay, well, let's hear from you. What's going on?
Do you have another YouTuber / Instagrammer that wants to interview?
No, I have husbandly duties that I must attend to that do not concern the rest.
Ow.
his commitment to the band is feigning, I note.
Oh, just because I go off and I do a side project or a solo album from time to time does not mean that the band is folding. So
No, you don't. But you're doing a show while our show is on. That's
okay. All right. So I already had to deal with my wife giving me a hard time because on Monday I said I'm just going to be an hour talking about classic space, and she's like, "Well, you're not going to do Old Gray Bricks." I'm like, "No, I'm just going to do an hour, and I'm going to come and we'll watch TV, whatever." Yeah. 2 hours later, she's like, "I thought you weren't doing the other show." I'm like, "I got talking classic space. I have no control over the time frame." So these things happen. But yeah, so Monday, I'm sorry I wasn't here. I was off talking classic space. If you get a chance, go check out Brick Monarch's channel and you can hear me yammer with him about classic space. I drop almost everybody's name in this chat on there. So anyway, I did add 3 more babies this week. If you were here and you heard that Breaking Up Brad and I have an agreement that he has been collecting brown spacemen and babies for me in exchange for orcs. And I have found him 20 orcs. So we will be doing an exchange, which I think is a fair trade. And I'm all excited about it. I showed you guys last week the trees and the water that is now in the Lego store. So that was cool. I'm done with that. And now I'm working on the few mosaic plates that I have available until I get the lug bolt parts in for all the dots that I need to for my big mosaic project, which Matthew is on vacation and he's been working on his mosaic project. So I have FOMO, so I started working on mine. I've only got 3 of the 30 some odd plates done, which is actually each one of those is 9 smaller plates. So that comes out to be like 288 or something crazy like that. So that's going to be a small project. I've also decided to start working on wave 2 of the Space Babies. So that's actually what I'm doing now is pulling parts for a few of the ships that I designed today while I was on a conference call. And that's it. Back to you.
Very well. Well, that's the spin around the room. Unless Fazoom's got something to show us.
I am building a Mtron spaceship. It's going to be an odd number width here. I'm using a little bit of the technology from the car you showed off. So so I'm just doing a little bit of updating there. I am looking at my computer, who now has no network driver apparently, so that's good. And but I did have a repairman come and fix my from Xfinity to come and fix. I think he found a major issue in our internets and everything. Anyway, so I got that fixed. But then, as I was dorking around before the show, I think my internet or my network driver died. So I'll be fixing that tonight. But that's all, I guess.
Fun.
Happy
so fun.
belated birthday for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did turn 52 yesterday. Thank you very much.
Hey.
52.
It's not quite as fun as 42. Just saying.
No, 42 sucked because I got cancer that year. So let's not talk about that.
You did not get the good Douglas Adams year out of 42. So no.
No. That was the ultimate answer was cutting one off. So that was what it is. So.
Oh, I did mention this off earlier, and I think I will say it because it was kind of fun. I had a chat the other day with About Bricks on Instagram. He is about an hour and 15 minutes outside of Billund in Germany, and
cool.
he offered to go and get me the Pirate. So I have the Pirate on its way. There was a tracking number that was sent to me today. So now, granted, he said that because Germany's postal service is on strike, it could be 6 months before it shows up. So,
Okay, can I just say something? Let me just go ahead and make this analogy. In Star Trek 6, where Captain Kirk ends up kissing the changeling lady, and working a deal to get out, and the famous words of Dr. McCoy, what is it with you? Okay, so what is it with you? Who do you schmooze to get all these extras from Lego employees?
Wait. So let us point out the fact that Captain Xavier gets far more things shipped to him, and I'm paying for this. It's not like he bought it and he sent it to me as a gift. I'm paying for it. So
he lived in some guy's pup tent for a week. So, I mean, I don't know what that's about.
Exactly.
Okay, this is awesome. It's got Kirby energy on it.
Oh, it totally has Kirby energy on it.
What is that?
It's the Doctor Strange portal.
It's the portal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's on one of the stickers, like the door that has the different things. One of the stickers has got that.
Yeah.
It's got the Watcher in the background there. There's the Watcher.
Oh, nice.
And it's got like the Kirby energy and stuff. It's really cool.
So I'm excited that you're building yours because I have one, but I don't have any place to put it, so I haven't built it.
Well, I am going to have to move a whole bunch of stuff around, so that's
not surprised. And Chris, as I've always said, is if you are nice to people, they will help you. That's be nice. Isn't that your closing, thing for every show? Go out there, be awesome to each other.
But here's the thing: is that your niceness is being rewarded in many, many grand sums, many grand ways.
Says the boy who does builds Beyond the Brick. And this is from the same guy who does things for Beyond the Brick and got the 90th anniversary castle and Galaxy Explorer. I
famously said that that's not out of the kindness of my heart. I like free Lego, so at least I'm being honest about it.
and Rivendell.
And Rivendell.
That's right. I ruin everything, by the way. That's my reputation.
Yes. So
I do have Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream, 0 sugar. Thank you very much. So.
Hey, look, I have to Tolkien nerd on you for a second. It's Rivendell. Elves live in Rivendell. Dude, I'm getting a Dell, Rivendell.
Hey, by the way, and props, and hopefully Aubrey will come here. Without us cueing her, she did the push the glasses up nerd to us last show, and that was one of my favorite things ever. It's like she is one of us; she gets it right. So I love it.
And I also need to point out that Mark is he is the Peach Lug Discord dad, and some people get it, some people will learn eventually. It's awesome. I just sit back and I'm like, oh, let me get my bag of popcorn. This is gonna be fun to watch.
Well, see, you could even watch because you're not the ambassador anymore.
Exactly. I don't have. Now, I did chime in one thing this week.
Thank you for doing that, by the way.
What's that, Adam?
I was saying thank you for doing that, by the way.
Wait. Which part? The where I jumped in?
Yeah. It was clearly needed to somebody.
Yeah, because there was some confusion, there was some misunderstanding, so I had to gloss that over real quick. But if you noticed at the end of it, and I'm not going into the details, and this is really vague for people who aren't in Peach Lug, but then I sloughed it off that if you have any more questions, ask the new ambassador. Peace out.
Dude, that was delegation 101.
Which I'm not really good at. That's Chris's claim to fame, is that he's a good delegator. I'm normally a hands-on kind of guy. Now I just say it's not my job.
Well, the president is going to use the dad from the thing and start locking some things down and be kind of unpopular with some people. So I'm about to be the mean guy in Peach Lug a little bit. So
nope. I actually warned somebody that was going to happen, and they were like, "Oh, cool, okay, that's fine."
We're counting beans now. Awesome.
It's got to be done.
Yeah, I mean, we're a club for a reason. Not that we don't want new members, but there's a process. So,
Ooh, there's a process. Do we haze?
Well, we technically are supposed to have a code of conduct and bylaws and stuff like that. That we're
If you
supposed to
don't
follow.
own the UCS Millennium Falcon, just forget about it. Just don't even bother applying.
Gatekeeping.
Am I getting kicked out of Lug for owning this?
No, it's because that's a set. You're appreciated for that. It's like you know the history, but you know we have to test people's building skills.
You know, I have a sort of funny story about Clickets that John Palmer remembers this. A million years ago, when I was still in Seattle, when Clickets was current, there was a guy in our lug there whose name was Rick. And I drew this little cartoon in Illustrator of him in the Clickets style with stars and hearts around him. And I made a logo that said Rickets. And like, we all had a great laugh about it. And unfortunately, I lost the file. I lost the Illustrator file that I made somewhere. And like, and now it's just kind of a sort of semi-amusing story that is all I have left. But it was fun. It was a fun Lego-related Clickets gag at the time.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I'd like to announce that the Explorer is fixed, and now it's
Yay.
Mark, did you ever send me one of those, the guy that sells the stands for these? Because I'd love to grab one, the ones that you have yours mounted on.
I will. I'll type it in the private chat.
Okay. Because the reason this fell in the first place because it was not mounted properly on a stand or anything, and I'd like to preserve the sanctity of my Explorer.
Yeah, it's well, I'll just tell everybody who's listening. It's Crustacean Creation 3D on Etsy, which is the store that's run by Block Studios on TikTok. It's the same guy.
Okay.
Nice dude. And yeah, the large stands that I use for my the two larger ships that I have up here on the wall. Here, let me blow up my picture.
I gotta go, y'all. I got a daughter who wants her mom because her mom's been traveling.
Okay, I guess that will be okay.
We'll let it slide.
And also wants some Clickets.
Enjoy the Clickets.
Enjoy the Clickets.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. So while Dana's here, let's go ahead. Did we pull the pictures up, or can we share?
I've got stuff ready to share if you want.
Great.
Which do you want first?
Which do y'all want to talk about? You want to talk about Indy, or you want to talk about?
Let's talk Indy first.
Let's talk Indy first, because it's kind of interesting when you look at the body of work, who they're aiming for, and all that kind of stuff a little bit, I think. But
I went to Brickset just because they have hopefully better pictures. Oh, like
The
huge
best one to
pictures.
start on right here. This one you've zoomed in on.
all right.
Hold on,
What do we think? So obviously we don't have anything from the new movie. They're not going to do that to spoil things. I think Lego's learned their lesson on that. But classic things. So this is from Last Crusade. The car chase and the plane. I don't know. I'm sure if I'm sold on the plane. That car looks fantastic, though.
Yeah.
But I feel this should have came with like a poly bag of seagulls. I'm just saying. I mean, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
It is. It's a missed opportunity.
What element is that canopy? Is that just the normal kind of like rounded window turned sideways? It looks like.
No,
on it.
It's a bar. It's like it was a grill, or I'm trying to think what they used it on. It's basically like a bar system. So it's one piece. It's just got the 4 studs on it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. It's been around for a year or two, but I can't think of what the actual use of it was originally.
Can we zoom in? You were zoomed in a little bit. Can we zoom back in on it?
Um,
All right, I'm about the old man and put the phone up to my face. So
actually, hold on. Maybe I can. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
This piece here.
Oh,
okay.
Canopy on
I
the-
think he was talking about. I think
Oh,
he
the
was talking about
plane.
the
Sorry, I
canopy
thought you meant
plane.
the Jeep.
There we go.
Oh yeah, so that's just like it looks like the just one of the regular curved smaller windscreens, maybe?
With
No,
some
I
kind
don't
of
know.
print.
On a half cylinder?
I don't know.
It looks like it's two pieces right here.
This looks like it's been run through an AI or something. Look how
Yeah.
lumpy everything is.
Yeah, it's the
There's
whole
some
thing
jacked
is
up
weird.
things on this image. Should you zoom in?
Oh, I wonder
Yeah.
if this is like pre-production type images or something where they just
Yep.
kind of put something in place because they didn't have the part ready.
Or it's already burnt and gone through the tunnel and it's melted. So
Even
Yeah,
back here it's warped.
blobby
Look at
and weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look at
Let's
the
just
stud.
saying it's a new windscreen. So
I think it's a piece together windscreen. It's really lumpy. There's so many smooth bits in this, and then all of a sudden it looks really, really junky right there. So
Well, hold on. Does the set show any? Does the image show? Oh no, it's even janky in there.
yeah. But I did see in a picture that you can pull the wings off of it really easy as you do the play feature comedically where the guy dies with the Lego set and blows up in his plane. But yeah, you can pull the wings off, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think this is the only set too that you get Indy with the tie torso as
Yeah.
well. That's exclusive to this set.
this
This is probably going to be the only set that I get from this wave. I just think it's got two cool vehicles. I like old planes. The car is cool. You know, I like
wait. You're only gonna get just this set?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. I have minor complaints, like personal nitpicks with the others that I'll. This
Have
one,
you
I think, is the
met
most
Mark?
accessible.
Mark has mostly minor complaints about most Lego sets, and you know what he does? He fixes them.
No. Adam's just mad that this is not Johnny Thunder. That's what's going on.
Yes. Come on now. This is basically confirming we're not getting any Johnny Thunder adventures for 5 years at least minimum. You know, it's never coming. So
Hey, that's what we said about space when Star Wars was there, but it happened. So
Adam,
Yes,
were
that's
you even
true.
alive when this movie came out?
yes.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, whoa. This came out in 1989, right?
Wait, did it? I thought
Yeah.
it came out a couple years after that. Then,
Oh,
no, I wasn't alive. If this movie came out.
Yeah, I was still in high school. So
Oh man.
Yeah. I graduated high school when this came out. That was a good summer.
yeah.
Shall we go to
Because
the
we
next
know for a fact that you weren't alive when the first two movies came out. So that's a given. That's
Yeah. Yep. I was born in '92, so
Oh, geez.
yeah.
sorry.
We have established that you are young enough to be any one of our sons.
Why does it
So
do that?
let's just point
And,
that
and
out.
I'm happy to be here with my Lego dads. You know, we'll just put it that way.
Oh, I see a new screen for next week. My Lego dads. It's like my three sons, but my three Lego
Me
dads.
and my Lego dads.
Hey, kid, I need you to run to the store and buy some shut the heck up. So, Eric.
I'm trying to get rid of this picture, and I don't know why it's not going away. Oh, because that's the original? Anyway, next picture.
Okay.
All right, so I got to run, but I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm getting all three of these sets. And actually, when I showed my wife these sets, she's like, "We're getting 2 copies of each." So that's going to happen now.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. Now, whether it happens on day one or I buy one set and then wait till the other times where I can get a discount or something along the way, but I am going to have to get all three of these sets. They're awesome.
All
Again,
these pictures are
the
warped.
wonky digital render.
Yeah.
Garbage.
These are hilarious.
Oh
What the
my!
heck?
What's
wait,
wrong?
wait a minute.
Dad.
These aren't renders. They're AI
I was
generated.
just thinking that.
That's weird. Look at the face on that. That is hilarious.
I know what these are.
It's like they opened the ark and didn't close their eyes.
I know what this is. They used an enhancer on the unreleased images to try to add detail, and then it messed up different pixels. So these are the old images that were leaks, probably run through an AI enhancer tool, and that's why we're seeing all the details messed up.
Okay.
That's
And Dana, sorry to hear that you have the runs.
Yep, I do. Thank you. The dump them. And on that note,
But
till next week, everybody go out, have fun, be awesome to each other, and maybe you'll be nice to somebody and they'll help you out. Ciao.
There you go.
See you, bud.
hey, at least they have Sala in there, so you can say asps very dangerous. You go.
Very dangerous. You go first.
Yeah, John Rhys Davies says that is by far the most common thing that fans ask him to say when they meet him.
That's funny. Can I be the negative Nancy here and just say it's a wall? You know, It's just
Well,
it's a
there's
wall.
probably a play feature behind it.
Well, that's what castles are. So what? I mean,
Okay, it has a crank. You can see on the side of it. There's like a Technic crank thing
right there.
that probably
Can fall over a
Does
statue,
the-
knock over a statue.
it makes the statue fall over and knock the wall down, so they escape. So
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's like you've seen the movie or something.
does it have the thing that freaked me out as a kid? The snake coming out of the skeleton's mouth. Remember that?
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
I
The
don't
real question is, does it have the R2D2 and C3PO hieroglyphic on the wall?
True.
It does.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
I thought I heard it did.
Someone
but-
post about it. Yeah.
I mean,
And
I would expect it would, but you know.
does it have the Ark of the Covenant? Is it in here?
Yes.
Yeah, it's under that arch. It's kind of back in there.
So if you build it, then you have to not touch it, just hold it by the poles, or you melt. I mean,
Yeah, there it is.
oh yeah, sweet.
I think the official pictures are out. We could find those.
Are they?
Oh, wow,
I
these are
didn't
much
think they
more
were
fun.
for this one.
Yeah.
Let me just check the Brick Fan quickly.
Yeah, sometimes they get stuff on there.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm just opening up my history. I think this
Be
is the one.
careful.
Yeah, not that kind of history. I think these are the same. Yeah, this is the same pictures from the Brick Fan.
Interesting.
Okay.
So,
Weird.
yeah,
Very, very.
we'll come back to the Jurassic World ones in a minute. Anyways, next one we have is the Temple of the Golden Idol. Again, enhanced for your
For your
viewing
pleasure.
pleasure. I started saying that and then decided to change my words, right?
Yeah,
We get another Alfred Molina because he played in this scene. He's the guy that, throw me the idol, I throw you the whip, or throw me the whip, I throw the idol, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a very young one.
I did see a demonstration of the boulder feature in this set, and it's interesting. It's like up on one of those gears, so you release one of those turning, one of those 2x2 knobs, and it kind of spins
Oh, what
and
it is.
rolls down, and then you can just slide it back up. So it doesn't go through the door. It's attached to that spinning mechanism.
So it's more the Indiana Jones stunt show at Disney and more or less the movie. Yeah, I got it.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, this is very clearly meant to be a shelf display sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it though. I mean, it'd be cool to because the original set they had the plane, they had all the bits, little more stuff. I think it's got Belloc in it though, correct?
Yeah, that's him with the pith helmet on.
Does he have a play feature where he goes, and that means get your things and chase the guy and shoot arrows at him? I mean, there's a lot of language in that little noise. So
I did see that they have there's a feature, and they've included it in some other photos on the box at least, where you can put the other guy being impaled by the spikes, which is like crazy because in the older version of the set, they just have spears, but they never show you, what it's meant for. You assume, if you've seen the scene, but like they have the guy actually being impaled by the spikes, like the minifigure in the pictures.
Well, I mean, you can tell that this is an adult marketed set because the box is black.
Yep.
true.
Black box means it's for not the kiddos.
Yeah.
I just found this one as well. So,
And it has the little sort of UCS style placard there in the bottom center of it.
yeah, right there.
With 2 quotes, not 1 quote, but 2.
But you can also, I guess, when we compare it to the Jurassic sets, and this is what struck me. I don't know if it struck y'all. You can tell these are built more for adult fans that the kids might like, because they seem to be a little more detailed and complicated. Although with the AI, we can't tell.
Yeah, you know what? I just scrolled down and here's a much better picture of the
Oh, there you
airplane.
There we go.
Of that set, and then
I love the car. That car is really good.
Yeah, I really like that car.
And then one more of the.
This
there we
this
go.
set is interesting to me because it's obviously marketed to adults, but there are features to it, and it's almost like it's laid out. It's kind of a weird combination of play and display, and I don't know. I don't really care for the diorama sets personally. None of the Star Wars dioramas have really spoke to me, and this feels very much just exactly like that. Just it's not really,
Yeah.
even though I think it's a perfect recreation of the scene, and it's a better version of the older set. It's just not for me personally, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a shelf sitter, and I don't know if I want it or not because I avoided all the Star Wars shelf sitters. Even though I like the Dagobah one, but it's like it's just going to sit there. I don't, but
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Well, Fever says it's Nickelodeon's Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh, that's a great set right there. That's great.
Now this one though, I'm gonna get that one. That's
This was
cool.
the winner, I would say.
Yeah, it's cool. Except, I mean, I do say that plane looks a little goofy. The car looks spot on. So
The canopy on the plane looks like they took maybe a car windshield and turned it on its side.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And stuck it on the half cylinder.
Yeah,
thing.
the 6 wide half cylinder.
but they've got so many options instead of doing something like that. That drives me crazy.
Especially since it doesn't line up here. Like you can tell it's more pointy
Right.
here compared to,
Interesting use of the ore pieces for the propeller.
Prop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think they did that on the Jane or on the Amelia Earhart site.
Hey, we have
Hooray!
Hello.
What do you think about the indie sets? Lay it on us.
Oh God. Okay, jumping
we've been
right
waiting
in.
for your take.
You're on the spot.
That's right.
Yeah, honestly, I have only seen one Indiana Jones movie. But I loved it. I told my husband last night after I saw that they have one set that's kind of like a diorama.
Yeah, this one here.
That one, yes. I love that one. And I'm like, we need to watch all the movies because I'm not buying it unless I've seen all the movies. So, but I love that one. I think the design of that one's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've already given Adam grief about the fact that he was born well after these movies were made. So I know it's not polite to ask, kind of thing, but
You're so
I'm
nice
going to go
about
ahead and
this right now.
assume that you were born after these movies were made.
Yeah, I'm 30, so.
Lord help, child. All right, that's
He asked that so nicely when I'm getting just crapped on.
Yeah, right?
that's okay. It's okay.
It's fine.
I do like how they've used the 1x2 Technic bricks here with something underneath to look like a skull.
Oh,
It's kind of a cool looking. I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be,
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
but it's kind of a cool looking effect.
Those tiles are great too. I love those tiles. The 2x4, or if there's 2x3, whatever they are.
2x3, yeah.
I think those prints are fantastic.
The question is, are they going to be stickered or are they going to be printed?
I think they have to be prints.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, there's not a lot of stickers in here other than, it's really all just in the front area here at the looks of it. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe a few back here.
I know the logo with the quote is obviously a sticker, standard fare kind of thing,
so
That's good.
we also know that there was announced and pictures of the Temple of Doom, and it's been pulled.
Found a picture of it. I can put it on if you want me to.
I don't know.
It
Sure,
is
we don't have an
definitely
ambassador on here. Go ahead.
All right. Click to see spoilers. It's from. There we go. It's
There it
very
is.
grainy. But yeah, rumor has it that it's not available or it's not going to be out ever.
I wonder why, if it was just for the subject matter, the movie being the movie, or for other reasons, if they didn't think it would be successful.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be buying this. I can just say, I'm not a huge fan of Temple of Doom, so I think I would have passed on this even if they released it. I think the build itself is a bit kind of mid, so I'm not too upset. I know a lot of people are because they're big fans of the scene or the movie, but for me, I'm just kind of unaffected by the
Yeah,
cancellation.
I mean, it's really not a great looking set.
Well, that scene is not that. It's not that much of an icon to remember what that set looks like. I mean, all I think of is the lady in the cage and the whirlpool of lava. I mean, but and the guy getting his heart ripped out. But and child slavery. So maybe that's why Lego said maybe this is not for us. I don't know.
There is a kid in there. That's not Short Round though, right? Like there's a little.
Yeah, I mean, I think Short Round and the lady are in the train car on the right, and then the one on the left, I think, is the kid that has the voodoo doll of Indy, the prince or whatever, or maybe not, or maybe it's one of the maybe that's not him. Maybe it's the dude with the turban and the sword.
It's this guy. It's this character here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Nick's comment just made it a great idea for a set. You need a monkey head that you pull the top off, and there's chilled monkey brains inside.
Yeah,
that is $1 million Lego idea right there. So,
but you can see the row of minifigs on the package. You can see Short Round is on the left, and then another kid is on the right.
Okay, yeah.
So
that kid is right. That looks like. I guess that could be this character.
The figs look great. I mean, that torso on Indy looks great. It just makes me think, like, with all these sets that get canceled, I mean, we're less than a month away from these sets dropping, right? Like, if this were, like, it makes no sense to me how these sets can go through such a long development cycle and then get canceled right at the last minute, after going through the art and the design. Like, it's crazy to me. I mean, just how that happens.
Also, like, this would be the only set that comes with Short Round in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
So now we don't get that one character that's probably wanted by the community, I would think.
Well, and I gotta be honest, I'd like the Mola Ram figure, but I really don't care about the rest of the set.
Yeah, the set is ugly. The figs are great though. I mean,
does he have a one of the heart-shaped tiles in his hand? After he's pulled it out of the guy.
That would be pretty cool.
Reenact your favorite scene.
Well, hey, Aubrey, which movie have you seen? We may be spoiling these for you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, they've been out long enough to where I'm fine with spoilers.
You got Mola. He's a Kalima.
I do not. I looked up the name of it earlier. I don't remember. It's the one where the movie starts out and he's young. He's like a boy.
That's Last Crusade.
Last Crusade.
That's it. Okay. So I've seen that one.
That's my favorite one.
That's what my husband. That's his favorite one. So that's why I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, last night we were just talking, and I was like, we need to do a marathon so I can see all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Original Raiders is still my favorite, but anyway.
Yeah. Should we?
They're both good in different ways, but yeah, Temple of Doom is not as good as the other ones.
No,
you're forgetting about the best movie though, which is number 4.
No, we don't speak of that.
Nobody likes the 4th movie.
Do you want me to pull up the Jurassic Park set now?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let's go flip over. So we flip over to that fighters. Can we talk about that half a second? Do you guys understand? They announced that they're doing a new color of transparent gray.
Transparent black.
Transparent black, whatever. That they were apparently going to do in 2011 and then bailed on and kept the gray. So we're going to change our show to, old gray canopies or something. I don't know. But anyway.
This spider set looks like clearance fodder. Because it doesn't have any like popular characters in it. It just has the pirate dudes, and the fighter itself is nothing too special, really.
Yeah, there's the new elementary article there
where they were talking.
This is like a gray parts pack. It's a hard pass for me. I saw this and I was like, $35 for 2 figures and a bunch of gray ship. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
That's the original color. That's the newer color. At least back in 2011 when they were prototyping it.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, but this one is more of a. It actually has a blue hue in this one when you look at it, but
Yeah,
they
it's
were
almost
saying-
like they tried to photo correct it to make it the new
Yeah.
color as they were it's weird.
Yeah. So, and that's just a clear antenna and a smoky one because it's different plastic.
Mm.
Anyway, get back
Okay.
to these.
All right, to the Jurassic line.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you can zoom in on that. I like the pirate outfit. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, but I'll get one just because it's a fighter. So
I literally saw this episode like 20 minutes before the show started, so because I'm playing catch up. But yeah.
I have to catch up.
And there was the other one too, the Mando.
yeah, I don't buy those
See,
very much.
for the microfighter, to me that I think Danny Bob had posted this on her Instagram, where it looks more like what is it, the gingham boat, whatever you want
Yeah,
to
the
call it.
Gungan
Oh, the
stuff.
Gungan.
Yeah, yeah.
The Gungan, are those ships or boats?
Oh, the submarine thingy.
Submarine, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a submarine.
But she mentioned it looked like that, and I was like, I can't unsee it now.
Yeah.
No,
The
I
only
can't either.
thing
Thank you.
saving this
Yeah,
set
you're
is
welcome.
the new helmet. It's a cheap way to get the silver because the fig is the same as the one in previous sets, but the helmet is that updated helmet print, which is now locked behind this $15 microfighter or $20 microfighter, however much it is.
Yeah. All right.
Wild.
Jurassic.
Jurassic. You bet Jurassic.
There we go. So start with the first one. I'll just do that 'cause it's easier.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Muldoon is in the 4+ set.
Mhm.
But we haven't. I forgot to keep a death count. How many of these sets have someone dying in them? Which is the best part. There's one here.
In a 4+ set too.
And a 4+ set, this guy dies. All right, so
They gave him really good print on his legs too. Like his leg pieces have that nice extra printing on it. Like that's something I don't know if you see that often in 4+ sets.
Like the fact that he's wearing shorts.
Just the extra printing. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't see prints that complicated usually on the 4+ sets. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's me not noticing. But
When
is this going to be
came
like a
out-
$40 4+ set, like that stupid Ewok one?
I think it's 35 or 30. I don't know.
Still,
I was just gonna poke fun at Adam and saying, "Were you 4 years old when this set came, or when this movie came out?"
Hey, I'm glad Aubrey's here. Now we can balance out the age. You know, we can all stop making fun of young people.
no,
No,
that is what we do. So
I'm just making fun of Adam, really. I
Okay,
mean,
that's
yeah.
much better. Much better. Just
Yeah,
make fun of me. That's great.
I just think it's funny that Ellie is riding around on the 4-wheeler with a hot dog.
Oh my gosh.
it is odd.
It's great.
All right, next one.
well, I guess she would be the clever girl instead of the.
No.
All right, anyway.
And that's a better picture of the front windshield from that other indie set too that I was talking about originally. But
Best set of the
Really.
wave right here.
Yeah.
Best set of the
I
wave.
personally don't like this Jeep. The other Jeep, like in the other set, looks so much better because it doesn't have the roof on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's true to the scene at least.
Yes, agreed. But the roof
Another
is just
violent death. Another violent death.
Yeah, I was about to say death number 2 for the kiddies.
What I wish is that the Dilophosaurus, like those little dino minifigures, have more movement. Because the only parts that
Yeah.
move is, I think it's only like the arms and the mouth.
Actually, this one, it looks like only the mouth moves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
a lot of them, only the mouth moves.
That's
That
so
is
you
a great note. Great
Um,
note, actually.
And I saw a picture of the fig's face where you spin it around and it's got the black gunk on him.
Yes,
So
No,
that's
the,
kinda cool.
the
The-
horror and pain before he dies. That's great.
There you
the venom spit on his face.
go. Yes.
Just
Yes.
I think the Jeep looks great. I feel like, you know, my one thought about all of these Jurassic Park sets is
Wait. Is there a stick in the set? Because he did, you know, get the stick, stupid, get the stick. You know, is there a
Oh.
stick? Come with the stick.
Get the stick, stupid.
The Barbasol can is in here, and I saw another picture where they use a white frog piece to be the Barbasol, like the cream coming out of the can, which is really
cool.
fun.
Oh, cool.
That's-
Oh yeah, you
Does it
can
have-
see. Well, you can see the can right here.
Yep.
Does it use something for embryos in the bottom? I mean,
I have no
It
idea.
might be a bit small.
You could buy yourself a little stick piece if you wanted to do stick stupid.
This one's pretty good too.
this is a big pile of crap. But
That's what I was
anyway,
about
this
to
was
say.
pretty crappy,
Is that supposed to be a pile of poop?
yes.
It's some doo doo.
That's the only reason I want this set.
And Malcolm's got a shovel.
He does have a shovel.
They
I
use
have to
Ellie in almost all of these sets.
Yeah.
She shows up in all of these.
I have to say that the Jeep or the Ford Explorer looks a little bit better than the one that they put into the last Jurassic, the last set that they had with the Raptor or with the T-Rex. I mean, it's
diorama.
smaller scale. It is still not quite right. The roof still looks weird, but it's a bit better, I would say.
Beaver said poop frog.
Yeah, the top of the poop pile has a frog on it to give it that little end drop pinch off look.
It goes even better. It goes even deeper than that. Every single one of the sets in this wave has a frog in it, and I think it's a reference to the frog DNA being used to recreate the dinosaurs. A way to fit a frog in single
That's
one
a
of
nice
these sets.
little Easter egg to use.
No, I do like that.
Yeah, and
I do believe I saw where you pull the poop apart
Yeah.
and there's berries in there.
Yeah.
You know, that she reaches in and pulls out the seeds and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Why?
I was just gonna say that
Why
too.
is anyone to buy that? Because of the manure pile.
Can I ask you guys on the subject of poo poo? What do you think about the box art design for this set? For all of these sets, what do you think about the box art?
Boxes are very 90s looking.
Mwah.
Match, yeah. Well, it matches the it's the 30th anniversary, right? So makes sense.
they look very they appeal to kids more than they're very simplistic in everything. So
Shall we
I
move
think
on?
this is going to appeal to everybody.
Yeah. And the vehicles in all these sets are pretty decent.
Yeah, this one
Right.
is probably I'd probably be getting this one myself because I like I like both the Jeep and the Brachiosaurus. And
Yeah.
oh, and there's John Hammond.
Hello.
Oops, what happened there? Sorry, guys. I have to go back.
It looks like they did spare some expenses on the posability of the Brachiosaurus, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
he can stand on it. His back legs move and his neck moves a little bit, but he looks a little Duplo-ish to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, compare
Neck.
the Brachiosaurus to the Tyrannosaurus Rex. T-Rex have like a lot of movement. That thing only has like neck and back leg movement, as well as
Yeah.
maybe a little mouth and head movement.
I'm just thinking about the old Dino line with the Brachiosauruses from that, which had a lot more posability. But the mold looks good. The mold, I mean, the head looks great. The Jeep
I
looks
totally
great.
agree with you. The design looks absolutely amazing. It's just that the posability really bugs me.
And as I'm looking at this picture, I'm seeing the reflection on these two leaves here, and they look like eyes and a mouth. It's just saying.
That's true.
So, but they also incorporated the resting spot on the tree, so when they wake up in the morning, the Brachiosaurus is there eating away, right?
Where did they
Front.
hide the frog this time?
Probably
Yeah.
Is there Brachiosaurus snot in there some way? Does it blow
Oh, that's a good point.
chunks on them?
Maybe there's a fluorescent green frog. Oh yeah, I found the
It's the
frog.
pink one right there.
Yeah,
the
I
pink
found the
one.
frog. Ugh. Sorry. Apparently this. Let's just go back. Sorry.
At least your computer's connecting to the internet today.
Yes. And my Canadian is coming out too. As
Sorry.
I apologize. You can't see the frog on that one, but you can see it on this one.
That tree looks very like indoor Ewok tree to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Here's the platform.
Oh yeah.
Lots of hot dogs in this too. Those brown hot dogs.
Really, computer?
Dinosaurs love hot dogs.
Brickset does not like it when you try and navigate through pictures in different ways. And then last but not least, or maybe least, I don't know. This one is my least favorite in all of them.
Something.
This had the opportunity to be something amazing, and it feels like they kind of cheaped out on it to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They spent all the money on the dinosaurs, which makes sense because it does have those two dinosaurs in the scene. But even the back, I don't think there's pictures of the back of it in here, but they didn't put like I would have loved to have seen like the kitchen scene or something, since the kids are both in the set. But
Well,
they had basically the lab and the nursery like on one on either side.
They might have made like a separate set for that scene because this is like the ending scene of Jurassic Park, where the raptors try and terminate or kill T-Rex, but eventually T-Rex wins. We all know that ending because we both seen the movie.
Hey, wait, does
the
everybody?
raptor identical to the other 4+ set, the Muldoon set?
Do you want me to go back and find out?
If Brickset will cooperate.
Actually, it's right here.
Oh, there
So
we
hold
go.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
And it's still the same. Those are the same molds as have been forever, right? For the Raptor.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even the printing is the same.
It's the same, yeah.
And the T-Rex is the same too, right?
I imagine the T-Rex has some is a new pattern.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, they print it, but so they're not spending money on new dinosaurs for this. They could have put a little more effort into at least made the hut tall enough for the T-Rex to fit inside. You know, because there's that scene where he comes busting in, right? And they're inside the pavilion there, but you know, I don't know.
I don't
think
remember.
The box art here is kind of deceptive too, because we get those steps and the like the ground. I don't know. Usually the scenery doesn't bug me, but it's right there framed with the building. It kind of looks like part of it, you know.
It's not as bad as the city set with the non-existent monorail track that the train.
I mean, that's the exact same T-Rex I have. It's just a recolor.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
So,
Question: does the Ray character actually survive in this movie?
Just different model?
Do you guys remember?
Colors.
I can't remember.
Sorry, Jeff. What was that again?
I was just saying, does Ray survive in this movie? Because if so, then everybody in this movie actually, or everybody in this set actually makes it through to the end.
Oh, so you're saying there's no death in that one? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, since you were counting that earlier. Actually, there's no death in this one either. So
No.
Samuel L. Jackson's character does not live to the end. He gets eaten when they go turn the power back on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he dies.
And then the doctor, I think he leaves before the movie starts. I think he goes out on the.
On one
everybody
of those,
leaves on the ships.
Yeah, because he's in like most of the other movies too. So
yeah,
or at least makes appearances in. So
I forgot that one actor that I forgot the character that the actor was playing. He got eaten by T-Rex on the toilet.
Yeah, the lawyer.
I forgot that character's name.
Was he in the other Jurassic Park set with the two explorers?
No.
No. So they haven't actually made him as a figure yet then.
They haven't made Outhouse Lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, Lego likes to put an outhouse in just about every other city set right now, so they could have put it in that for sure.
And is there a frog in here?
There's got to be a frog.
I think it's on the inside.
Yeah, I also do agree that the front of that box is very misleading. It makes you think that the steps are part of the set.
Yeah. Because they're standing on the steps. I mean, that's kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why not actually add steps into the set?
Yeah.
What the heck, Lego?
What the heck, Lego? Indeed, that's exactly my thoughts about this.
What the heck, Lego?
Come to that. Yep.
All right. So these sets compared to the Indiana Jones sets, obviously, these are going to be popular across the board because of dinosaurs in the movie, but they're definitely designed with kids in mind, with smatterings of death in most of the sets. But the indie sets seem to be a little more geared toward the adult collector. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, age-wise too. I mean, there's not a lot of kids that ever watched indie, right? But Jurassic Park is kind of like a thing you go through. Like as a kid, you end up watching Jurassic Park with your parents because they want to scare the crap out of you.
Right. Like Aubrey's only seen one, so
Well, obviously
I
she
am a
didn't. Like...
child, so
That's totally fine. All right. Of the two lines, which one do you like better?
Indy, for sure.
Jurassic for me.
I think Indy for me.
Personally, I'm more likely to buy the Jurassic Park.
Jurassic.
Yeah. Coincidentally, both of them come with the same hat piece. Both series.
Actually, no, because the Indy's hairpiece has his hair underneath the sides.
The new mold.
Both of them come with a similar type of hat. How's that?
There you go.
Actually, it's not the same.
The side is really actually probably like, I think it's actually really rare. So I don't think you can find that piece in many sets.
I really wish, and I hate to be negative, but I wish they actually went for like I was expecting a diorama with a brick belt Brachiosaurus, like kind of like the T-Rex one. Yeah, exactly. Like build me like a brick built Brachiosaurus and have a tree and do the same thing, but just make it a diorama. Like I would have loved that.
Well, they could still have an 18 plus large set that comes out, right? They could still do something like that.
They could.
Well, I feel Lego knows that kids are really going to be into the Jurassic Park set, so they're making because the kids want to stomp around their dinos and crash into things, so they don't want to make it a rare snot piece that goes flying off, and the dino doesn't look right. So that's why I'm guessing they're going with the molds. But the Brachiosaurus is cool, but it looks a little Duplo-y to me. Some of those dinos do. So that's why I'm going with the indie sets. I think they're better, more. They appeal to me a little more. So,
for sure.
Any thoughts on these sets, or positives, negatives, and all that kind of stuff before we get going? I
don't know. I feel like the last few reveals, at least, I mean, nothing, and maybe this is just me personally, but they've been expensive and have not really gotten me super, super excited. Indy's great, but I don't know. Even with the Star Wars reveals, I saw Lego release their annual report, and they have profits through the roof as prices are rising. And I'm like, I really hope this means prices are not going to go up too much this year, but we're going to see a lot more expensive Lego sets. It's just, it's the start of, I feel like, a lot of people being priced out of the hobby, which is upsetting to me, but it is what it is.
I mean, other than the Speed Champions and the modular that came out at the beginning of the year, those are the ones I wanted to have. But so far, I mean, I ordered the A-frame cabin just because I think it looks good, but nothing that I'm seeing right now is like, oh, I have to have that. So even Rivendell, did I say it right this time?
Nope.
No.
Riverdale.
Just remember, my Dell is busted over here. Just remember that, okay?
Okay. Anyway, even that set, it was like, it's a beautiful set, but it's the price point that I just couldn't afford or didn't want to spend, right? So.
I get it. All right, so I think there's a collective meh from us on these lines. There's some bright spots and everything, but collectively kind of meh about that kind of thing. So, all right. Well, thank y'all for discussing this. So I always wanted to go through went through these sets, and I'm sorry that my computer is hosed up and everything. But anyway, so thanks for hopping on here with us. You guys be awesome and build awesome. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Good night. Good night.
Okay.
Oh, I can hit. Did you hit the button, Mark? I can hit the button.